everybody. It's Jean, the director of the scholarship team at Connections 101. And with me is the amazing Linda King from the King Advantage, college advisor extraordinaire. And I get to have this great conversation today that we are really, really thrilled to share with you. And that is about engineering. So I've been talking with Linda, and we have been getting lots of questions from students and from families, not just about engineering as a field, but really, specifically, like, what colleges should students be looking at, and also how to pay for it, what scholarships, are out there. So I'm really excited what we're going to do today. And this is going to be one of, other conversations, as a heads up, we're going to have to feature different fields out there. We're going to be talking about engineering. Ultimately, STEM fields are so in demand right now, aren't they, Linda?
Yes, absolutely.
And I know she's going to correct me. So not just STEM fields, but STEAM fields, right? Yep.
And
science, technology.
A is for art.
So not just the science, technology, engineering, and math, but also arts. And these fields are really high in demand right now. And so getting as much information as you can about the opportunities that should be on your radar is important to us to share with you. So I know Linda is going to be featuring a few colleges that she thinks are really great. And I've got some scholarships I'm going to share with everybody. Linda, why don't you share with us some of the schools?
Happy weekend, everyone. It's finally Friday. And for those parents out there, woo, you did it. You're almost there, right? The first week back to school. So kudos to all of you. So first I want to say thanks for tuning in. We did have some technical difficulties. So super bummed for those 10:30 folks who were going to join us live, but hopefully you're following us now. First of all, Jean, there's over 4,000 colleges in the United States alone, and it's super challenging for families to navigate, especially with everything going on with our world and how education and college is shifting. So how do we make sense of all this? Right. So we, in my 20 years of school counseling and college advising, I use a lot of data to help inform families and students to ultimately make a decision, make a match for their school. So in terms of specific engineering colleges, there's so many. Again, there's so many, but I've chosen 3 that I'm going to highlight for all of you this morning. And then if you email me at getthekingadvantage@gmail.com, you're going to get a little bonus list, which I call Linda's List.
I love that, Linda's List.
Linda's List. I got to come up with the whole thing there. So my first college I want to highlight is Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology in Terre Haute, Indiana. Jean, have you ever been to Indiana?
Yes, I love Indiana. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
I did a road trip, drove through. So what I love about Rose-Hulman, they're a very small, intimate, community-centered institute. They have a new, recent, huge donation of over $10 million from an alum that's specifically giving additional funding to students in need, which I love. Happy nerds. They define themselves as like this sort of happy, comfortable nerds. And they love that. Like, they welcome that, right? If you talk to students who are there. The great thing I love, it's small. So for those students who really want the intimate atmosphere, there's about 2,000 undergrads. And the acceptance rate is 68%, which is really not bad, right? Their focus is really mechanical, chemical, and computer engineering are most popular. And I was looking at their list of notable alums, and I can't even, like, beyond, like aerospace, NASA, impressive media and public personas, tech, super impressive. So you guys, if you're interested in Rose-Hulman, take a look at their website, right? And really start drilling down on maybe this makes sense for you. And you know what? Maybe it doesn't. But that's what we do. We research, and that's what we help you navigate. And so They have
The
90
more information you have, the easier it is to design your life. That's what this is all
Absolutely.
about, you know? Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Super great art options as well, and 90 plus clubs. So super great little school for those who want that more intimate engineering focus. Okay, you're asking what my second school is, aren't you?
And remember, for anyone who's you know, if you're watching our Facebook Live, this is not Linda's top three, right? This is just, she has, you know, because I know what school she's going to be you know, saying next. So this is not ranked in a certain order, right, Linda? I just want to make sure that you're, yeah.
Oops. I'm trying to look for comments to you guys as we navigate this, so I'm bringing up too many things. But shout out to my good friend Laura, who's watching. Her daughter's actually interested in engineering, so I'm psyched that you're tuning in. My second college that I had the pleasure of touring multiple times is MIT, otherwise known as Massachusetts Institute of Technology, in a great college town, Boston, Mass. So very
It's
intense.
MIT, yeah.
MIT, right? What else do we say, right?
Hopefully should be on everyone's radar. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, hopefully. So very much a research-based, hands-on institution. One thing I love that I always look for quirky facts. The founder, the British alum, who is the founder of the World Wide Web, Tim Berners-Lee, is an alum. So that's kind of a cool fact. Lots of other notables as well, but the list was super lengthy. They require a 6 science core curriculum, 8 credits of physical education, which I love. I'm a big believer in, you know, mind, body, spirit. And MIT is actually about that. They incorporate that into their well-being of their students because it is so intense. Their focus is really all aspects of engineering, but guess what, Jean? You can earn a free, and I know you love this, a free master's degree if you complete your 4 years in engineering and computer science.
I love that. You know that I'm all about, you know, if it's free, it's for me. And also, you know, this is for anyone who is looking at any type of career out there and you're making those college plans. Always look, you guys, for opportunities where you can get that graduate degree along with that undergraduate degree. Get that master's degree in that, you know, 4+1 years, that 5 years. It is such a money saver, like tens of thousands of dollars, sometimes 6 figures of savings. So super, super incredible. I love that MIT has this.
Such a savings. So very competitive, as I've mentioned. Did I mention it's competitive? Freshmen receive.
How competitive is it?
Freshmen actually receive pass-fail grades their first semester. Then their second semester, those are transferred to letter grades. So they really have an advisor system to support you as you navigate. And another great perk is if you are a family and your income is less than $90,000 a year, you can earn free tuition. And that's a huge for those, right, who are looking for resources or families who aren't familiar with how to access this sort of overwhelming process. That's something to also look for. 50.
So that is, so again, I just want to like ask about that because I love that. So it is. So for families who have, it has to be a $90,000 combined household income.
Correct. Yeah.
And obviously, if that student meets the eligibility and the criteria, it's absolutely free tuition.
Yeah.
I love that.
Free tuition. Room and board is negotiable, but it's free tuition.
That's great.
Male to female ratio is 54-46. And
which is pretty good.
It's very good. And there's a little competition between another well-known university nearby, Harvard University, where there's some pranks that often occur. And there's some rumor that MIT students once welded the gates of Harvard closed. So I love all these little, these little fun facts, if you will.
I love that you can share that stuff with us. It's so great.
It's fun. It's what I do. But the real stat here is that they're single digit acceptance, right? So they're at a 7% acceptance rate. So, you know, you're going to be top of your class, have all the, you know, pre-calc, calc, physics, all the requirements that you need to, you know, to gain admissions to MIT. So that is number 2. And my last college is a small college in Colorado, in Golden, Colorado. Don't we love Colorado? I love Colorado.
I love Colorado. It's like one of my favorite states.
Yeah, me too. Need to get there soon. Road trip. So Colorado School of the Mines in Golden, Colorado is just a super favorite. What I love about the school, it's small, and they were founded as a mining college. And they focus now, their mission evolved a little bit, and they focus on the energy, earth, and the environment. One thing I love, another tradition, is when you're accepted, all the freshmen make the climb, where you carry a 10-pound rock and then whitewash it, and it's, I guess, stays there. And then when you graduate, you make this climb again. And
I love that.
Retrieve your rock. And another cool thing that
I love traditions. I love college traditions.
Super important, I think. You also graduate with a silver engraved diploma that actually takes months for each student it just takes so much time to engrave this for each student. So that's pretty cool as well. So they have various engineering programs. One unique one is mining and petroleum. They are a D2 college, which I love. So for the athletes, there's that combination, 70-30 male-female gene. 70-30 male-female. So that could be a factor for some students, right? And these are the stats that I always like you to be aware of. 70 plus degrees. They are the first graduate program in the world for space resources. So I think that's another interesting fact. And the number 4 brainiest college rated by Luminosity. So another kind of quirky fact. 49% acceptance rate. Okay, 49%. So again, just chemistry, mineralogy, mining, geology, botany, and drawing, right? So, and their mission, again, I just want to say this because I think it's super unique. Their mission is really understanding the earth, harnessing energy, and sustaining our environment. So I think that's really, really cool for those students that have that passion and interest. So you guys, those are my three colleges. But again, just a reminder, email me at getthekинgadvantage@gmail.com, and I will send you another 10, including the 3 I mentioned, engineering colleges that I just love. Some I visited, some, you know, I've had students attend, and there's a lot of reasons why they popped out for me. And so, yeah, any questions, Jean? Do you have anything that comes up?
Yeah, you know, there's a, you know, because engineering there's just so much new technology, regardless of what type of engineering someone is going into, you know, and that technology is advancing every single year. You know, I'm really super curious. How do you feel about the student who might be looking at wanting to do a minor in addition to engineering? Is that even possible for students to do that, given the course load that they're going to have to take on in order to be successful?
Yeah, I think that's such a great question, and it is possible. And even schools like MIT, there's a program within engineering there. You can design your own program with a focus on the humanities, right? And the arts, because what they're believing is that everyone in the field needs to be able to communicate, needs to be able to write reports, to interpret, it's project oriented, right?
Sure.
It's project oriented. And it's really like, you know, a lot of engineering schools have taken this German model of work and project based learning and really created their own sort of curriculum within, and it benefits our students. You see the output, and companies welcome this, right? Because they know what they're getting. So it is possible. And on my list, you'll get a few more of those that, incorporate minors. Again, it's going to be a little bit more intense, right? But it's definitely possible. Great question.
A question that I'm super curious about, because just of what you mentioned, the stats are there, not just from the colleges that you are mentioning today, but on any college or university, the stats on what is the breakdown of male to female students on campuses. And I am seeing that, at least on the scholarship end, that there are more and more, especially STEM scholarships for females, at every educational level. I mean, even a scholarship that I came across that is only for middle school female students who are interested in science. Yeah, I mean, because organizations are wanting to honor and encourage and empower women to go into these fields. But here's the question, what about on the college admission side? I mean, I know these are the people that you're talking with on a daily basis. Are there, I just can't help but, I'm gonna just ask, like, are there quotas? Like, are college, no, I'm serious, like, are colleges wanting to, are they leaving extra opportunity for women to join that field? Is it more competitive for a male student versus a female student? I'm just super curious.
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother topic. We're going to add it to our list for Friday morning coffee chats, right? So, colleges, I don't want to say there's quotas, right? But what they want is they want a well-versed campus, culture, climate, right? They want the socioeconomics, they want various backgrounds and ethnicities and diversities, right? So part of that is male to female ratios, of course, right? So is there advantage when you're applying to a school with a 30-70, ratio, or 70-30 ratio, however you want to look at it? Sure. There's definitely advantages. Are there advantages for East Coast students going out West? Sure, because colleges want, diverse students from all areas and locations and countries and backgrounds, because that's what creates interesting conversation, interesting perspectives. And that's what makes college too. You're learning from different, individuals. And in today's world, with sort of what's happening, I think there's more awareness to what we're talking about right now in terms of that. So absolutely, there's definitely advantages, and let's put that on our list. More topics.
I was just curious. I know I'm putting you on the spot, but I do have one more other question, especially with regards to engineering and students who are designing their career paths in this. And then I'll get to some scholarships. What about the community college to the 4-year transition?
Yeah,
you mentioned, how academically tough it is to get into MIT, for example. Right. Any of these engineering programs are going to have really strenuous, requirements for students to pass, as they pursue that degree. So, can a student really, have the option of starting at a 2-year and at a local community college, a year or 2 years, and then transfer to that MIT or to that that 4-year institution to complete their education? Or are these top engineering colleges and universities, are they really expecting you to do all 4 or 5 years if they're doing that master's program at their institution?
Yeah. So great question. So first of all, MIT, single digit acceptances, they're going to be a little more particular on the transfer student. There is a limited number of spots for that process to occur. So be very aware. Again, I'm going to use a term: prerequisites, articulation agreements. And what is that, you all ask? Right. So an articulation agreement is, say you go to a community college. Shout out to my local community college, Hudson Valley Community College. Great school. Love it. Articulation agreements are 2+2 programs or 2+3 programs. So if you maintain a certain GPA, say in their engineering program or their math science program, you may be able to transfer to a four-year university in the state, public or private. And, there's tuition perks and things like that can go along with that. So be aware of what does exist. And, certainly our team can help you navigate that, because it's a big decision financially. It's a big decision to commit to a college or university. And, we will help you and work with you to coordinate a package that gets you there.
That's great.
Great
That's
questions,
really
Jean.
great.
So tell us.
I learned, I love hanging out and having conversation with you, because we get to, there's just so much information, and it's great to, I love having this conversation just so that I'm learning too from you, and I really super appreciate it. In fact, we're going to be doing doing kind of like a series featuring different career fields, and in the next couple of weeks we have some other fields that we're going to be featuring. Linda, do you want to let them know what that is before I talk about our scholarships for engineering?
I'm super excited. So next Friday, the 18th, give me the date, Jean. The 18th.
Yes, the 18th at 10:30.
We're going to be talking about art. So
Facebook Live.
Super fun. So art, colleges, music, drama, dance, anything related to art. And Jean's going to share some scholarships that make sense. And you'll also get a new list from each of us. And then the following Friday, we're going to be highlighting business. So any majors that focus on business. So tune in each Friday at 10:30.
Yeah, I love it. I'm excited about it, and I do have some scholarships I'm going to feature today about art, about engineering. And again, for those of you who I don't know, I am a scholarship expert on private scholarships. So private scholarships are from companies, organizations, individuals, foundations. Scholarships where if you win them, you're able to use them at any college or university that you are either going to be attending, or maybe you're currently attending. In fact, the scholarships that I'm going to feature today, and the scholarships I put together in a list for everybody, happen to be opportunities that are not just for that, that high school student, but also scholarships for students who are already in undergrad, already in graduate school. And that is the difference, right? And again, we're here, Linda and I are here to share information so that way you can be empowered and making your decisions. And the MIT scholarship opportunity that Linda mentioned, obviously that's valid at MIT, right? So not going to be valid at Harvard down the road, right? So you want to you want to take a look at private scholarships that you can stack on top of monies that colleges are going to give to you. And there's thousands and thousands of dollars out there in these opportunities. I'm going to feature 3. So first off, this one I love because it's a biannual scholarship. And what that means, everybody, is that they have 2 deadlines during the course of the year. That means 2 opportunities for you to pick up this money. It is the Pixelplex biannual scholarship. It's $2,000. It's open to students enrolled or current college students. That means high school seniors who've been accepted and are going to be, enrolling into college, or current college students pursuing STEM fields. Deadlines are in August and in December. It's $2,000. And here's one of the reasons why I love this scholarship. It is a non-needs based scholarship. And yeah, I know. You know what, Linda, you and I talk about this all the time, that so many families have it in their minds that, unless they meet certain financial need, stipulations, that there's no monies out there for them. And especially in the world of private scholarships, that is just not the case. All right, in college specific scholarships, college, the monies that you might be offered from a specific institution that you're applying to, usually they fall into three categories. So academic scholarships, merit-based scholarships, need-based scholarships, and then some sort of talent-based scholarships. That's what everybody thinks of, like that, the sports scholarship, the theater scholarship, etc. But for private scholarships, financial need is just one of many, many, many categories. And there are many, many scholarships that actually will specify non-needs based. This is one of them.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
another scholarship, yeah. Another scholarship that I wanted to feature today is the SBB Research Group Scholarship. This is a scholarship that's open to students enrolled full-time at a college or university who are pursuing STEM, right? Science, technology, engineering, and math. Applicants must have a GPA of 3.5. Their deadline is in August each year, and the award is $5,000. Here's what's also exciting about this one, and why I wanted to feature it as something for people to learn about. It's open to students worldwide, and there's no age restrictions. Let that sink in for a second, okay? Any of you adult students out there who are going back to school for that master's degree in engineering, so that way you can advance within your professional field, there are private scholarships for you too. Okay, no age restrictions on this. Again, it's $5,000. Deadline is August of each year. And then the last scholarship I'm featuring today, just in our conversation, is a scholarship that, again, something I want to teach you all the time about the scholarships. This one is from the NAWIC. The NAWIC scholarship. It is from the National Association of Women in Construction. Now,
love that.
I love that too. I love that too. It is a $1,500 scholarship with a deadline at the end of this month, September 30th. But it's open to students who are, pursuing fields in all areas of the construction industry, which includes, back to our conversation today, it includes civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering. Now, here's what I need to make sure everybody's hearing, and this is what I need you to learn as you're going forward in your scholarship search. If you were to see this scholarship, that it's from the National Association of Women in Construction, it's probably for female students. Guess what, folks? This opportunity is for both male and female students. So the lesson to take away is, do not make assumptions based on who is going to qualify for money based on the title of the scholarship or who's giving the money away. Always read a little bit further and make sure. So again, this opportunity from the NAWIC scholarship, $1,500, open to male and female students pursuing fields in all areas of the construction industry. I'm super excited about that. These scholarships, as well as a bunch more, I put together 10 scholarships related to engineering, are on a list that my team is going to get out to you. And here's how you're going to get my list, Linda's list, and you can get even more. That is by popping us an email. So pop an email to Linda, getthekingadvantage@gmail.com. Pop me an email at scholarshipstrategiesteam@gmail.com. And important, put in the word engineering in that subject line, and you're going to be sent from Linda's team the list of not just the colleges she spoke about, but but a list of 10 colleges that she thinks should be on your radar for engineering fields. And you'll also get a list from me, a list of scholarships related to engineering, and they are scholarships that are for undergraduate and graduate students as well. Again, these are just 10 of the many, many, many opportunities that are out there in terms of colleges and scholarships. So if you want more, you also get to, you also can discuss, potentially working with us. We would love to help you out. But one last thing is that anyone who reaches out to us, you'll also be able to get a bonus gift from my team, and that is 1 free month access of ongoing scholarship support for all of the scholarship searchings. I know, free bonus gift. We love it. So Linda, again, next week, we are going to be talking about the arts, right?
Yes.
And then the following week, we're going to talk about business. And, if there are certain fields that you want to learn more about, you have interest in, send us an email, pop us a comment, let us know. And these conversations help to get you in the know about what is going on. And until next time, Linda, any last words?
Yeah, I just want to remind everyone that we both we're both on the Edge to Success on Facebook. So guys, please tune in. And we each have our own pages, but we're also sharing the
Edge to Success and College Planning. Edge to Success and College Planning. That's right, on Facebook.
And myself, and share, guys, if this resonates with you, because what we found is, we want to educate, right? We want to, of course, we'll work with you privately, but we also benefit from doing chats like this because giving back is meaningful and fun. We get to hang out with you and one another. So have a great weekend, everyone. And we look forward to seeing you guys next Friday.
Okay. Good luck, especially all you engineers. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Jean.